Welcome back to the Sugar Freedom Kitchen, where I demonstrate how I lost 65 pounds and how I keep it off year after year after year. Today's show is about rack of lamb. Whether you're doing sugar freedom, low carb, ketogenic, carnivore, it's always good to have a reliable, simple recipe for a good cut of meat so you can keep things delicious and interesting while you follow your low carb, ketogenic, or carnivore diet. Today's recipe is going to be on a Frenched rack of lamb. It's actually pretty simple. You need your oven, you need a pan, olive oil, salt and pepper, some rosemary and thyme. So get ready to learn how to make rack of lamb, sugar freedom style. First things first, let's talk about the size and the cost of this rack of lamb. This one, I paid $17.98 for it. It was $7.99 a pound. So this is a very elegant cut of meat, and it was on sale, $7.99 a pound. Basically look for sales, and when it comes up, grab it so you can cook it for you and your family. This is 2.25 pounds, and generally what I do is I figure about 20 minutes per pound when I'm cooking. Now, ingredients. 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of softened butter, 2 sprigs of rosemary, which you saw in the picture, and then about 6 or 7 cloves of garlic and salt and pepper. So put your rack of lamb in a pan. Had this pan for years and years. It's an old standby, not fancy, but it works. So there's my rack of lamb in the pan. The way I like to do this to keep it simple is I just salt and pepper it. Nicely covered. Comme ça. Then I like to crush my garlic with a garlic press. This is my Pampered Chef garlic press. You can get a garlic press anywhere you wish to, but I'm just gonna put it in there and crush it into the bowl. And then I keep a butter knife handy, and I can just slide it off into the bowl. Oven's ready. Once you've seasoned your rack of lamb, you're gonna let it sit for about 30 more minutes to come to room temperature. There we go. In with the clove, crushing it right into the bowl. Last one. Ooh, that's a big one. Is that gonna work? Let's find out. Oh, there it goes. Right into the bowl. And out it comes. I've stripped the leaves from 2 sprigs of rosemary. They're in the bowl. I've chopped them with a sharp knife. You can see how many pieces they're in. So there's the olive oil, the butter, the rosemary, and the garlic. I've already salt and peppered the lamb. Get my wooden spoon and stir that up. And I use the back of the spoon to kind of press it together. So we've got almost a sort of paste. And just for evenness of application, I'm just gonna hit it with a little more salt and pepper. Once you serve it, you and your guests can always add salt and pepper if you or they wish. All right, there's the paste. Nicely mixed. And that's why it helps to soften the butter first, is it's gonna make it into a nice paste. And I'm just gonna spoon it on. There, now you can see. Garlic smells lovely, the rosemary too. And then just use the back of the spoon to guide the paste where you want it. And as you can see, 2 tablespoons each of olive oil and butter, 2 tablespoons of rosemary leaves, 6 or 7 cloves of garlic is just about perfect for getting the right amount onto your rack of lamb. Let the rack of lamb sit for another 30 minutes to return to room temperature before you put it in the oven. Put the lamb in the 450-degree oven, cook for 15 minutes, then reduce the heat to 325 degrees and roast for about 30 minutes more for a 2-pound rack of lamb. A meat thermometer is important. Take the lamb out of the oven and test it in the center with the meat thermometer. It should read 140 degrees for medium rare. When I made this dish, it came out a little too rare, so I put it back in for 10 minutes more, and it was just perfect. Let it stand for about 10 more minutes, carve, and serve. I hope you enjoyed this rack of lamb, and you'll like, share, and subscribe. Be well, everybody, and remember, eat for yourself.